guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to tell you how to plot points on a coordinate grid. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is that I want to show you how the grid looks. It's going to look like this. They may have numbers for you already, or you may have to write them. But yeah, it depends how they're going to give it to you. And one basic rule, there's a positive x, a negative y, and a positive y. You want to make sure because they would give you, maybe they might give you a question like 0, and you want to look out on that. So the next page is showing the coordinate grid is formed by the intersection of two number lines. Yes, there's two number lines, and the coordinate grid is showing an intersection of them to make the numbers here. Okay, now let's go to the next page slide. Okay, so these are the areas. The origin is the point where two number lines intersect. This middle point right here is the origin. The y-axis is the vertical number line. This tall part in the x-axis is the horizontal number line. Like from here, this -10 to this 10. Okay, so basically that's just a few more rules, I guess. Let's move on. So you can graph points on the coordinate plane. A point has two coordinates which form an ordered pair. The x-coordinate tells how far to move left or right along the x-axis. The y-coordinate tells how far to move up or down along the y-axis. For example, they have 3, -4 here as an example to tell you about it. And where's the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate? So example 1, what are the coordinates of point A? The coordinates for point A are 2, 4. It shows right here, move up from the x-axis, the y-coordinate is 4. Start at the origin, move 2 units to the right. The x-coordinate is 2. 2, 4. So it's going to be right here because the 4, if you keep going, and the 2 keeps going at the same speed, they're going to meet at this point. Let's move on now, I guess. Example 2, what are the coordinates of point B? The coordinates for point B are -5, -2. -5, and so first of all, we want to know that both the negatives would be on this side. Here and here. This is where they're going to meet. So the coordinates for point B are -5, -2. Let's see. This is -5 right here. If it goes down, the -2 would meet at this point. They would both meet at the same point. And it says move down from the x-axis to point B. The y-coordinate is -2. Move 5 units left from the origin. The x-coordinate is -5. That was the second example. Let's move on. Okay, so this is practice. Write the ordered pair for each point. A is -7, 4. So this is going to be the -7 down here on this y-axis, and the 4 is going to be here. So the points will meet right here. This is precisely where it's going to be, where my cursor is showing. And I wish I could put something there. Yeah, I can make it with the pen. So right here, let's see, -7, 4 is right here. This is -7, 4. Okay. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was wrong, I knew. Okay, -7, 4 would actually be here. It's going to be A. Because this is a 4 and the -7 is here. They're both going to intersect at this point. This was wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, so now for B, we have 3, -3, and I'll solve that just in a second. Right, as I was saying, B is 3, -3. Where would the two positives meet? Here and here. The positive y and the positive x. So we're looking for 3, -3. This is, wait, 3, -3, I'm sorry. -3 and 3 would both meet right here at B, but you can't really see it says -3 here because it has 1, 2, or it says 3, and it says 3 here. This is the -3. They would both meet if they were to intersect at a point here. So let's do the third one. 3 and 0. Now that is kind of a different one, but you're going to kind of look for it on the x-axis because the x is here. X is the first one. Y is the second number. So x, which is going to be 3 here, you're going to go to C. This is precisely where 3, 0 is, and then 7, 1 is going to be somewhere here where it's right here. Because it's going to be right at the 7 almost, but it's going to be right here because 1 meets at 7 with this point, kind of, I guess you could say. 0, -7. You're going to look for the y here. This is 0, -7 right here. And -6, -4, two negatives got to meet here, which is going to be this f. Okay, so that was great. Let's move on. The coordinate plane is divided into 4 quadrants. The quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Those are the 4 quadrants on the coordinate grid. Let's move on. Okay, now it has a question, example 3. In which quadrant is point C located? Point C is going to be, if you look at the grid again, it's going to be in quadrant I, but I just erased it here. If I was to unerase it, you would be able to see. Ta-da! It's quadrant I. I wasn't lying. Even if you were paying attention, you would see the grid here. Oh wait, my eraser. Okay, it's stuck. I'm sorry, it's kind of stuck. But okay, here it's showing. Yes, now it's showing quadrant I. This is located at quadrant I. Now let's see. In which quadrant is point D located? Point D is located in quadrant IV, as it shows over here, and it says on the slide right here, quadrant IV, but I should have covered it up. Now let's move on. Okay, now it says practice. Identify the quadrant in which each point lies. This is A. If we were to look back at here, it would say that's in quadrant I. So let's see. I'll erase it. Yes, it's in I meant if I didn't say that. It's in quadrant I. Like it shows here, quadrant I, which means quadrant 2, basically. Okay. Now it's looking for B. B is in quadrant I. It shows here. C is in quadrant I. D is in I. And E is in IV. Okay, great. So let's move on now. Okay, so where is ordered pair F located? -7, 0 on x-axis. Yes, this is the x-axis here. And it's -7, 0. They want it on the x. This is a y, this is the x. X comes before y on the grid or wherever they write it. So technically it's going to be here on -7, 0. And where is order pair G located? It is 0, 4 on y-axis, which is going to be right here, the y-axis. The 4 comes after there. This is x, this is on y, so technically you're going to put it here. And basically, that is precisely where it is. Closure, what are the signs for all of the x-coordinates and all of the y-coordinates of the ordered pairs in the second quadrant? So let's see, where is the second quadrant? It would show Let's see. Do I still have this one? Okay, I do, but I can't find it. Yes, second quadrant. Okay, that is quadrant II, right there. What are the signs? Okay. It says over here, X negatives, Y positives, as it shows. Let's see. X negatives, Y positives, over here in the second quadrant. So that's what it says over here as well, to tell the truth. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.